A lot of exceptionally strong players did well in events today. A lot of exceptionally strong players did well. Alright. Sorry about that. It's giving people a couple seconds or whatever to get in here, but yeah. We just battle now. Hello, guy. How are you? Oh God, the insta queue. I'm nervous. Uh, I guess we keep a hand like this. To be honest, it doesn't seem very good, does it? Mono red. Yep. Well, we just auto lose. Thank you for hosting Fink's Kitchen. Yeah, can't imagine this is going to go well. Holding the planes in case I draw Port Town. I don't actually see how this deck beats mono red. Mismasked basics? How tacky, friend. Well. Put one of these hands and the rest on the bottom? I guess I'll put this into my hand. Not sure that this is going to go well. Shock the face. That can't be good because I'm probably taking 5 then. Well, taking 5. He's going to get value out of a Beaumont this game too. I guess my best draw. I would like to eat, but I decided to come here instead. Alright, well, I have no creatures in my graveyard, so that God-Pharaoh's gift's not going to do anything. Might be able to block with the Fraven, I guess. Oh god. So am I just dead? No, it's just 4. 6. It's just 6. And he's hellbent, so I have no out. Yeah, I don't have an out. At all. Of any kind. Dead to anything? Dead to anything. This is dead. I don't see how this match is winnable. But I'm told it's winnable. I guess I definitely want that thing. Don't think any of the rest of you things are good enough. the third one of those might be overkill. Gearhooks may not be good here. Gearhooks can attack and block. They probably are okay. Yeah, I was fine with it the first time. Couldn't really make up my mind. Thank you, Mac the Catastrophe, for hosting, but I'm pretty sure you're out of town. That's kind of cool. An auto host. I have a 1-drop, another 1-drop, and I have this thing, so I guess this is a pretty good hand. If this deck's good, this hand's good. I know nothing more than that, but if this deck's good, this hand's good. That I'm sure of. Rip. Till end of turn. Please no. Yeah, that was the one that I was please knowing in my head. Huh. I wonder if you're better or you're better. Probably not blocking this turn, so you're probably better? Do I want to draw 2 cards? Yes. Well, I'll put that in the graveyard and this in the graveyard. Maybe able to refurbish that other thing. Probably don't get a chance to block, so might as well go get me one. Could have saved the wandering, but got rid of the planning. That doesn't seem good either. So what do? Counter target sorcery or instant speed. Unless this controller pays 1. So you're like a little power sink dude? That's pretty sweet. Just attacking with this, I guess I'm taking the damage. If I had to, I've not got to. I just got killed on like turn 5. I've not been in a spot to be able to. Well, that's not the land that I wanted. I guess I'm going to play this to make blocks a little better. And I'm not going to worry about the land. I have 4 creatures in my graveyard now. The mausoleum will be 5. If I get a chance. Yeah. Well, not blocking this turn, are we? Oh, looks like we are blocking. Well, we'll prevent the most damage. Yes, I would like to activate my ability. No, I don't want this card. Land? Oh, we got a land that time. We'll grab this thing. So I guess I'm saving. You choose a artifact creature, so I just click these 2? Alright, I don't have to click them in any specific order or anything. Well, that's kind of cool. Now we're down to 4 creatures in the graveyard again, though. Strategic planning might get more creatures in the graveyard. You might find a way to kill the big cataclysmic gear. Poop. I assume he's exerting. Yeah, you could me. Alright, well, what do we got? So I guess I will do some planning to start the turn. 6/2 mana, right? So if I hit, we're good. What do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not hitting. So I guess I'm just taking the land then? Another blocker. So next turn we get to do things if he doesn't have a braid. I have not had to use the gate yet. I've just gotten crushed every game so far. This is the first game that I'm going to be able to use the gate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if either of these die, I get to use the gate. If either of these don't die, I might hit something with the Rivulet. Could just not worry about that too, and could just use Refurbish. You activates at 6 creatures on the battlefield? No. Six or more in my graveyard. Yeah, I don't have 6 creatures in my graveyard. I have 5. Have no idea, Ogre. I had most of the cards. Oh, we can get another Gearhulk back next turn if we want. So, oh wait, that takes more mana than I thought it took. Still can get a Gearhulk back next turn. I guess I refurbish this and do attacking things. Might be better to get this thing. That's probably, well, he sacrifices down to 1 creature if I get this one, but he sacrifices down to that creature, so. Alright. I'm in. Let's refurbish this thing. Let's get this thing. He'll kill some of his dudes. So save an artifact and a creature. Could save both these, but obviously I'm not going to. Need to hit some Angel of Inventions. We're in D shape, I guess? Sorry, first match of this deck, therefore I'm confused. Rip. What we got going on then? That's an inspector. That does something, I guess. Did I hit what I wanted? No, I still didn't hit what I wanted. Alright, well. Let's get the wits this time. Yes, we'll draw 4 and discard 2. So we're going to discard this guy. And this guy, I guess? Get another blocker. I don't think we win that game if he has a braid no matter what, but I could be wrong. Maybe I need to save these more actively for a braids. Wonder if it's worth bringing into spells if we're worried about a braid. Probably not. He doesn't have enough other instants. Wonder if it's worth having these on the draw. Also, probably not. Meh. This is basically not sideboarding. Ever. This game's too difficult for me. And deny. I really have to draw like my 1-drops. This is not my 1-drops. This is a potential one of these on turn 3 though. Can I keep a hand like this? I don't think I can keep this hand. The guy's playing mono red beatdown. Like, what do these cards do? Need like Fraben Inspectors and Mausoleum Guards. I need like a bunch of 1-drops to try to block. So like I'm banking on this being good and getting something out on turn 4? That doesn't seem good enough. I don't think it's good enough. I think this hand's a lot better. Snapkeep. I think this hand's a lot better. So opponent put card on bottom. I'm going to put card on top. It gives me 2 plays on turn 2. I'm pretty sure that's what I need to try to beat mono red. Just slamming things every turn. I have a bad problem for not being able to mulligan when I have lands and spells. Huh. What is opponent playing? He could have a cropper, I guess? If he has a cropper, I'm not trading 2 of my things for 1 of his things anyway. Tuesday's gone away. Yeah, I can block that. That card was not on time. I held the ministries because specifically I assumed that opponent, when he didn't play a 1-drop, probably had a removal spell, and I wanted to play it the turn that I at least had Mausoleum Wanderer in case he just like had Shock or something in his hand. That may not be good enough, but that's why I did it anyway. I guess it's safe to play the island first. Well, no, I'm gonna probably play the farmlands to have a second white. I'm probably just gonna put this in my hand since he's not really doing anything. That could have been wrong, but I was trying to protect the ministries. Wonder how bad the delay is tonight. So we got an Angel of Inventions and a Fraben. We got 3 creatures. These draws all just seem great. Might as well sack the clue first. Refurbish. You're not an artifact. You're not an artifact. Nothing's ever an artifact. The Mausoleum Wanderer may block this time. Tuesday's gone on the hill. Okay, I'll block you. Just preserve my life total. This thing gets to come out next turn, and that's probably good. I guess I could have threw Fraben under the bus instead. The Wanderer's probably marginally better than Fraben. He's just doing 3 damage to me. So I have no more energy. I can play champions and try to hit things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 things. Or I can just play this thing. I think in a game that was closer, I'd probably play the champion. In a game that he mulliganed a bunch, I'm going to play it like this. I guess I want servos. Eh. I'm so far ahead that I don't think I have to try to get lucky and bend things for refurbish right now. I think I can just win on the board pretty easily. That may not be accurate, but I feel like I can. Would I like to draw 2 cards? I would like to draw 2 cards. So I'm going to put you and you in the graveyard. We'll keep both refurbishes in case he, keep both refurbishes in case he has a removal spell of some kind. Like an abrade to do it again. and basically just be fairly conservative now. I'm not gonna sack the river. I may sack the river. I gotta change my mind. Just non-stop change my mind. Oh, he's tapping both red. Well, hot damn, we're in business, friends. He tapped both red. I don't have mana to do it next turn, so I might as well do it this turn. Hey, Super, how you doing today? Another refurbish. Let's get the old God-Pharaoh gift. Yeah, opponent mulliganed to 5 and didn't really have anything going on. Mulligan to 5 and he didn't really play anything. He crushed us to game 1 on 7, and game 2 it was a fairly close game and we had a really good draw and got him, and then this game he just didn't play Magic. Like, he didn't even play his Village Messenger on turn 1 or anything. The deck seems pretty fun. I'm enjoying the deck. Seems confusing though. Like, there's a lot of like little things, maybe. Guess I should throw up the deck list for anybody that cares. Also, exclamation dark deck list works. I would tell you guys all to go follow my Twitter, but I don't think there's anybody new here, so if they are, there's a link down below every time I go live and all the deck lists, etc. What improves my match so much in game 2 and 3? Like, should I the only card I sideboarded in was this. Am I supposed to bring in the decks as well? Yeah, I saw MJ playing this deck earlier, and it just looked... I don't know how good it is, but it looked too fun not to play. Oh, and welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, you as well. I'm not playing this 75, I'm playing this 73. MJ cut a Port Town and a Prairie Stream for 2 After Hubs, and I'll pretty much do anything that MJ does. I might even try the black build later. The build of the Esper build. I don't know why I said the black build. That sounds almost racist the way I said it. One land, probably not good enough. This hand seems fine. We don't want that. The kind of Bob Jackson sounds to me like somebody to play mono red, by the way. The kind of cool thing about this deck is I believe that I believe Champion of Wits is the best card in Standard. In Hours. And I believe God-Pharaoh is the funnest card in Hours. So I get to play them both. Looks like it's a mirror, so he might be 4-1 in a second. I bet this mirror's miserable. I bet this mirror is miserable. Cataclysmic Gearhulk and increase. Yeah. Okay. I hit 3 creatures. I guess I'm ahead. What you gonna do? Should have played the white mana. That was a mistake. Didn't matter, I guess, but it was still a mistake. do, 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 do. Second Ministries is kind of cool, too. I get the mill a lot. He found a gate already. They have their own champion. Unfortunately, can't have 6 because I need the Ministries to be able to block the little Fraven. Na, 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 na. He still has 6 cards in hand. There are 3, but he's milling 2, so it's not that bad. We have 3 cards in our grave. Oh, he got an angel in his grave. That's good. So 3 creatures to 3 creatures in the graves. Alright, I can go ahead and mill now because it's going past the attack. We hit an angel as well. So how many creatures do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can probably just play this and this then? And this? Yeah, that seems like what I want to do. I already have 4 creatures in the grave. I've got energy for the inquiries now, and Champion of Wits, so there's a pretty good chance that we'll be God-Pharaohing next turn. What do you know? We both have very similar decks. I don't care. I love it. He's got a gifts in his grave, so refurbish is online for sure. 1, 2, 3. How is it? It seems to me, from the outside looking in, this is my second match, so it seems to me like I'm going to lose to all the blue-red control decks. It seems to me like I'm going to lose to the green-red pummeler decks, and it seems to me like I should lose to mono-red on the if they win the dice roll for sure. But what do I know? Yeah, he says he's losing to aggressive decks. So that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's not 6. It's just 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 2 mana, so we even have a redraw if we miss this time. So what do we got going on here? Alright, we did not miss, so we can definitely sacrifice this. I could be greedy and play the champions and look for the land, but if I miss the land, he'll have his thing out before us, so I'm actually going to go ahead and play this as well. I'm going to choose the angel. I'm going to give it 1/1 counters and attack for 6 points of lifelink. What's up, Stella? How are you today? Pummeler is the deck that this stream's fairly, I guess, I won't say famous, but it's the deck that we clearly play the most on stream, or have played the most on stream, but it's just, I use a conversion board that really helps me beat all the blue Gearhulk decks and all the black-green decks and all the teamer decks. Well, I don't really beat a merge, but I just get stone smashed by all mono red decks, so we quit playing it almost simply because of that. Oh, make it. Oh, make it. I guess I have to block. He has multiple more angels than us, though, so. Yeah, we played mono red yesterday, and we went 8-0 on stream. Sorry, we went 8-2 on stream, and I played it at a paper event and went 5-0-1. So I went 13-2-1 with mono red yesterday. It's a pretty strong deck. And let's start with this thing. Sure. Well, I don't really want either of those. I guess this guy can attack for 4, but that doesn't do much. Increase is better than the other one, I'm assuming. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and play this because I can activate both of those and see if we can find another angel or something. What do we get? Nothing that we want. Oh, there's another angel. There's 2 more angels. He who has the most angels wins. That could be a plan. But he has the exact same meal options as we do, so that's kind of, I don't know. We might try it later. We have another angel than him. I'm going to assume whoever gets the second God-Pharaoh is what wins. Well, there's not a great deal of flyers. We're up 1 angel on him right now. So, that might help some. But his angel doesn't even block now. That's interesting. Oh, I wonder what's in his hand then. Alright, so he just gives up. I'm not sure why. I guess he misclicked this. Because when he makes this a 4, it can't even attack. And then we have another angel and we're attacking for 12. That's kind of peculiar. Alright, let's try to figure out this crap. That stops refurbish. It does not stop gate. It does not stop God-Pharaoh's gift. So that's not good enough. Over here. Thank you. Ooh. Well, this is probably good enough. This may be good enough. Let's set this over here in this pile. Not 100% on that. Definitely don't want the spells. I don't think I want the Deccan Stones, and I don't think I want the Liliana. So we definitely want the Crook. I'm not 100% sure on the Fragmentize yet. Fragmentize doesn't kill this. But it does kill this if he just plays it early, and it does kill this if he doesn't have a mana. I've been playing the Prowess deck over a lot of different days, tuning it. For the course of the 5 or 6 days, I probably went about 60%, maybe like 63% or something. I have a few more ideas of some more things that I want to do to tune it. Where it is right now, it's not particularly well positioned, I don't think. The mono red match is pretty hard. We were doing a lot better when there was more blue-white monument in the format. It just doesn't have enough consistent threats. Like if you don't get Riddle out and you don't get Fevered Visions out, it doesn't seem like it does a whole lot. Some of the things I'm going to try, I plan on trying Enigma Drake, and I plan on trying the Bloodwater Entity. I think that's what it's called, the Prowess 2/2 that puts a burn spell on top of my deck. But yeah, I plan on trying those 2 things to try to see if the deck's a little bit better. But overall, I think it's like a tier 2 deck. I don't think it's tier 1, but I plan on working on it more. I'm going to cut one of these because I don't think the match matters in that regard much. Also, maybe I could just cut one Wanderer instead of a strategic planning. Since we don't really have... Well, I guess the Wanderer is good versus early refurbish. Yeah, the Wanderer is probably good versus an early refurbish. I think you're right about the Fragmentize. It stops you from getting got by this card in the early game, but it doesn't do anything to stop the late game, and I think we're always getting to a late game. I kind of want that, but I don't think I can keep it. Putting it on the bottom of my libraries though is real bad because like I said, I actually think that's kind of one of our kill conditions in this match. If this X going to be popular though, there probably needs to be some kind of other artifact destruction that can kill a God-Pharaoh. I like adventure. That was a decent draw. So what do we got here? I don't want any of you. I guess I'll take you then. You might be able to stop a refurbish early. Yeah, cast out. Cast out seems like a good option. But if it's just cast out, then in the mirror they would have their own cast outs, and that would get pretty awkward. You might just want a hard removal. Our opponent brought in Void Winnower and Fragmatize. And he's got that in his graveyard already. Interesting. And we hit nothing to refurbish yet. Well, we hit another one of these. Yeah, Forsake might be what we want. Because just putting it in the graveyard doesn't help, so. It may be Forsake. Well, that's good. I guess the Gearhulks seem very, very, very bad in the match. I'm going to assume it was just Gearhulk. I can't imagine ever wanting a Gearhulk in this match. You can take me in. I would have liked to have drawn any of those free cards. Well, we don't have anything going on, so to battle! This cheeky 1 point of damage doesn't do anything. He missed a land drop though, so can't refurbish this turn again, so that's good. I wonder if I'm supposed to use this thingy on myself here. I don't think casting the Angel Invention matters. I especially don't think it matters if I just cast it on 5. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to mill myself. Yeah, I'm pretty solid on that. I think I should probably be milling myself and sacrificing a land. Give me 3 more chances to hit. 4 more chances to hit. Something for this. Oh, I guess we're not milling ourselves then. Guess we're not milling ourselves, fam. Well. Servos I don't think do anything. Casting the Ministries doesn't do anything if he's got a crook in play. I can't self-mill with this in play. He can exile my entire graveyard if I cast a refurbish, or like he could exile my graveyard even if I hit a gate or whatever to stop me from being able to get the God-Pharaoh. This was a mistake. I should have attacked for 2. Oh, can't stop that. 1, 2. He's only got 3 creatures in his graveyard, though. I missed 2 points of damage. That was very bad of me. Alright. Well, we're not going to miss that damage this time. That thing is not a legend, right? Okay. Confirmed, not legend. Yeah, definitely missed 2 points of damage. I guess I'm not going to cast this just in case he still has Gearhulks in the deck. This stops Refurbish yet again. And this puts Lethal on the board for the following turn, so... Well, I mean, Lethal on the board, depending on what he has. Alright, well, he just had nothing. We just slammed Angel and the Angel, who missed 2 points of damage, but we still got there. I don't really want to attack with the Ministries because at the moment he only had 3 creatures in his graveyard, and I didn't want to give him like a 4th creature or something because I wanted to try to stop him from being able to use this as much as he can. Also, if I attack and he chumps, this lets him gain a life and loot a card, and I don't want to let him have that effect either. So I don't want him looting, I don't want him gaining the life, and I don't want him putting an extra thing in his graveyard or 2 extra things in his graveyard. I've not played this build of the deck. I've not played this refurbished package and all this stuff, but I've played the Gate to the Afterlife God-Pharaoh in my blue-red zombie sideboard and my black-blue zombie sideboard, so I do have a little experience with these 2 cards. I just don't have any experience with these cards. All this crap down here. Anyway, so that's pretty fun. This deck's fun. I don't know how good this deck is still, but it's fun. I actually think somebody up here mentioned it a second ago. I don't know who it was, and I don't really feel like scrolling up for 7 years, but I believe game 1, milling your opponent might actually be one of the better win conditions in the deck. Who is it? Who said it? I don't know who said it. I think in game 1 you might actually be trying to mill your opponent. I mean, you have to mill yourself enough to get in the state to draw the game, but like I think later in the game you're going to be trying to mill your opponent. They already said that Zach Elsick posted on Twitter last night at about 4 a.m.-ish, 5 a.m.-ish, somewhere in that area, that that there was a good chance, or sorry, that all the vendors at Grand Prix Kyoto was already sold out. So like, that's kind of impressive. And earlier today, GoatBots was refusing to sell them. I don't know if GoatBots is still refusing to sell them. Yeah, GoatBots is still refusing to sell them. Gunner, when did you sell these? You can sell these for 7.33 right now. 7.33, Gunner. Did you sell out at the wrong time, or did you sell out at the right time? Okay, that's good then. Oh, online prices, sorry. I bought mine for like 2 and change or something. I logged on last night and bought them. I think they were like 2.3 when I bought them. I think they were 2.3. I'm not sure. I logged on as soon as I saw that guy's post last night, or Zach's Twitter post last night. I like literally got back out of my bed when I was trying to lay down and go to sleep and logged on and bought them. At the time, I didn't know about this deck even. I was just like, man, if Grand Prix Kyoto, where they're having a Pro Tour, is sold out of this card, I am buying it. That's all I knew. I had no idea what it was for. I assumed it was for Blue White Monument. I guess this hand's a keep, but this hand doesn't seem particularly good. Have lands. Oh, sweet. It's mono red, so we just lose this game. Real bad. Uh, I guess it's fine to go ahead and play this thing. It might get the block. Angel of Invention. Rip. Well, things are going to go very badly for me. One drop? That's not a one drop. Alright, well, this game's over. Pretty sure Mono Red's a strong favorite versus me. I guess I can't say it's over. There is a miracle. After strategic planning into a 7-mana artifact and an Angel of Invention. Well, you got halfway there. And we're dead, fam. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next turn I get 1, 4, 4, 4 out. Alright, well, that's not 7. That's a lot more than 7. So we're just dead. Is this how I sideboarded last versus the last mono red opponent? These might be good enough to bring in. I'm not really sure. Probably not. Our last round opponent said he lost to aggressive decks as well, so. And Patsy said she's been playing the deck, sorry, said they've been playing the deck, and that control's been their worst than Pummeler. Pull it up so everybody can see, I guess. Alright, so we're playing first. Will we have a 1-drop? There's no looting effects in the deck. These don't do anything. I don't think this is good enough to keep. I think this hand's considerably better than that other hand. And I also don't think this hand's very good, so. Might get the Angel Invention in time. That's fair. We didn't have any in our hand, at least. But you're right. Angel Invention is a looting effect. Or sorry, Champion of Wits is a looting effect. So, won't block this turn. Alright, wasn't given a chance to block anyway, so that's fine. Well, he's on 1 land. I'm going to play this one first because it uses the mana best, and if I play the Wanderer next turn, I can gain a life, loot, and get a clue. Or sack the clue. Well, yeah. Well, I have a land. Go ahead and sack the clue first. Alright, well, things were did. So the Inspector's a pretty good blocker here, at least. Opponent still doesn't have lands. That was pretty good for him. Alright, well. Thinks were did JFC. Why do I give this man my money? I'm confused. I don't even know what you're referencing. Alright, well, we can play Angels next turn, I guess. What? I have no idea what you're referencing, bub. What I say poorly. Things were did? Well, I don't get to block either way, so. Yes, I would like to loot. Probably don't want to refurbish. And cash the Angel of Invention and then the second gate? We're losing to the opponent who had one land, by the way. Didn't actually seem very hard for him to beat us either. Have to get servos. I'm gonna hold the land for looting. The Mausoleum Wanderer will probably save our Angel of Inventions while gaining us a life, which is kind of cool. Alright, sure. We still have all sorts of things that can block. Okay, so I guess it's worth preventing 4 damage. Yes, we would like to mill. I guess I don't want this one. So I could play this and save this and kill this and this. So I kill a bunch of my permanents to kill one of his attackers. That's probably not good enough. Yeah, that's probably not good enough. Well, that was strong. That was strong. Oh, and he's got an exile to kill me. So I'm just dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, just dead. So I wasn't dead the other way? I would have went to 1 the other way, wouldn't I? No. I would have went to 2 if I'd made the other play? It would have killed this, had the 4, 5, 6. So I would have went to 2 if I did it the other way. 2, and I guess it wouldn't have mattered at all. Yeah, I took 2 draw steps. There wasn't anything else to get back, so. Don't know which line was better, but neither line won. Mono red seems pretty good versus this deck. Is the leader in trophies just 6? Oh no, it's 8. I played versus you the other night. I don't know what you were playing. What were you playing? Whoops. It's not worth looking up. Anyway, I'll pop the deck list back up. So in queue, and queue popped. Thank you for following Gerard12345 McBeast, Xeris Tech, Shadowweave, EQ, Blow Me, Jeffrey Chong CK, it's Topher, Kinsey Stanley, Pat Haley. I don't know, I'm tired of reading these. There's like 7 million of you, and half of you are bots, so thank you for the guys who followed. Anyway, so we'll play first. What was our opponent's record last round, by the way? He was 2-0? Alright. Alright, so this hand's good. This hand is very good. We'll go ahead and play this on turn 1. I don't have to have the Fraben on turn 1, and this is the only way that I can guarantee having the champion of wits. It looks pretty fun. It seems kind of weak versus aggro. Fair, fair. MJ streamed an Esper build of it earlier today, and he's 4-0 when he logged off. Seems pretty good. Place of planes. And doop, 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 doop. Of course. Goodbye and goodbye. Hey fam, we're doing stuff. Yeah, no. I think it actually looks pretty good. This blue-white build won the Magic Online PTQ yesterday, and like PTQs are not easy. That seems like such a poor decision. Yeah, I killed the one that helps our mana more efficiently. I don't think our opponent knew what we were playing, because I don't think if you know what you're playing that there's any way that you put the champion of the wits in the graveyard for me. So we'll throw... Yeah, he didn't know what we were playing. I don't think. He couldn't have known what we were playing to do that. I can understand why you would want to kill this in some matches, but like, there's just no chance he knew what we were playing to kill this, or to give me the opportunity to kill this. It may have been. I don't want to say that, but yeah. I think these little black aggro decks are pretty good though. I've been toying with playing this in Mardu vehicles as well. Like, I think this card's underrated. This card's one of my spec rares of the set. Anyway, nobody wants to hear me ramble about what I think's worth money. So I want to bring this thing in. I don't really know what he's playing. I don't know if we need the deck in stones. Maybe I'm messing up by not bringing in spot removal versus these decks. I've just been cutting one Gearhulk. Cutting the Gearhulk might not even be right. Cutting the Gearhulk can be refurbished. From the best I can tell, it's your best way to beat ramp. From the best I can tell, it's your best way to beat Ramp. You just like play it and say, no more Ulamog, friend. It did strike me as odd when I saw it as well. Again, we've only played 3 matches, so I don't want to say that's the only time I'm bringing it in, but in the mirror match, our opponent brought it in versus us, which I don't really understand because Gates 3 and Seven's 3 and Champion of Wits is 3 and Ministries is 1, so like all of our best spells are even or are odd. Probably don't want that. I don't know if I'm supposed to bring in these in this match. Screw it. We're gonna try some at least on the draw. MJ cut down to 1 strategic plannings anyway. Get your butt back in here, friend. Ah! That's not the right button at all. Okay. We'll try this. So we have another 1 drop. We have this, we have this, we have this. Yeah, we have about everything we want. Well, at least that doesn't get to flip versus us this game. Not for a while, anyway. You may have to kill the ministry. Minister. I don't know why I keep calling it ministry. Oh, Lord. Opponent went ham. That's 1-1 dummy. Don't be rude. We play that 1-1. We love that 1-1. So I can refurbish this on 4? I'm just going to take a Fraben Inspector. A little Fraben Inspector that could, friends. Chugga, 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 chugga. Fraben Inspector. The little Fraben Inspector who could. Wait, he's using my expertise. That's just annoying. Ooh. Wow, we took a pretty healthy hit. I guess I'll show them this one and play this one. I don't get it. Oh, okay, it's an MJ joke. Fair enough. That's insane. Alright, we will block that. Nice 1-1 dummy. Or nice 5-5 dummy. I got you. I should watch more MJ. So he's got 2 cards in his hand now? Nice block. Big fan. Ooh, we get to mill ourselves again. That's always fun. Cataclysmic Gearhulk? That's going to be fun. Go ahead and play this. Get an energy. Mill ourselves. Refurbish this thing. I will keep my creature and my artifact. I guess I could keep the Fraben, but nah. It's kind of cool that opponent gets to keep the Thopter, though. How many creatures do I have in my graveyard now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? So I have 7 creatures in my graveyard now? Well, that's fun. Search your hand, graveyard, or library. You may also search your... Oh, well, he's done. That was going to be cool, though. We were going to smash with a 6-power haste. And then we had this thing in our hand for if he killed it. Yeah, when I originally looked at this list, I didn't notice the Angel of Inventions. I didn't notice that the Gearhulk was just 3. Like, I didn't... It was 7 a.m. I'd only slept like 1.5 hours. I just played Magic for like 13 hours in a row. And then, like, I looked at the deck list. I knew it had the Angel because I logged on and bought 4 of them. But, like, I didn't understand how powerful the Angel was. I thought the Angel was just like some kind of value card, and this was a Gearhulk deck. And I may or may not have ordered 12 of that Gearhulk for like $7 or something. Oh, this guy's a very strong player. Anyway, we get to play first, so we're pretty happy about that. Does this deck have literally everything I want in it? Except a million lands? Sure, I'm going to keep this. If he's playing mono red, we got the Brigade, sons. Play this one first, just so I can start getting my mill on. I do not think you want 100 Hulks. The Hulks isn't even a 4 of. I kind of expect mono red when I see this guy's name. Well, that's not necessarily the draw we wanted. Anyway, we're building the army of bros. Did we? I got my angels for like $2 or something. Hostile desert, exile land. Okay, that doesn't kill me. Rip. That's not a land. Fine, fine. They've not gone up in paper, have they? I don't think they've gone up in paper. I also don't know if I want to spec on them. Really? Haha. Yeah, see? Rob got 2 for $2 each. I didn't think they'd gone up too much, if any. This deck doesn't feel strong enough to be a spec deck for me, but I could be wrong. Definitely gonna sack the clue here. That was a play mistake. I should have sacked the clue prior to this other stuff. Well, this thing's not blocking, so this thing's gonna go get him some. Alright, I guess you're taking either my refurbish or my champion of wits. Either way, I'm not entirely unsad with the exchange. You're probably taking... I don't know what you're taking. I'd probably take the champion, I think. uh, yeah. Okay, you two go to my graveyard. And Mr. Maelstrom Wonder, you go get some. MJ talked about the red spells in it, and he just said it wasn't particularly good. I watched a guy I know. I got paired versus a build, a red build, and it seemed kind of cool. I liked it, but this one just seems more powerful. The ministries and the champion of wits felt like enough. Well, fair. minusculest of sample sizes that is. Yes, I think it doesn't beat that deck at all, Rob. This is kind of interesting, so I'm just going to take the refurbish. Gives me too many better draws, I think. The Maelstrom Wanderer has been insane, I think. No! How do you have another one of those? Guess we should have took the land, boys. Guess we should have took the land, boys. Huh? Attack. Why is he not attacking me? He's just like not attacking every turn. I have a really cool block now, though. I'm going to put like 4 1-2s in front of the Falknots here. No, it's a Chandra. Things are getting worse and worse. They're not getting better. I can't play you. Things aren't getting any better. Oh no, he gets to do this thing if he has a land. Well, he gets to do it anyway if he wants to Chandra. He gets to do this thing. That's a glory bringer. I don't think it's completely over. Oh, we don't even have an angel invention in our graveyard. This is pretty over. He's just like bashing me for 4? Alright. We'll take 4. Do I have a Cataclysmic Gearhulk? I don't have a Gearhulk in my graveyard either. Alright. My creatures are becoming much threats. Servos. Onward. To kill the Chandra we go. It doesn't make it a real big card, it's just normal size. Like, we can't be in horrible shape, right, if we just draw a Cataclysmic Gearhulk. If we just draw a Gearhulk, we have to be in okay shape, don't we? So you're gonna Magma Spray this guy? I guess I'll put it in my graveyard. Putting it in my graveyard doesn't seem like it does anything, but... Alright. It's time to start our aggressive blocking. Because our life total is much low. He could not exert, right? Not exerting's good. No, he's exerting. Alright. Gearhulk one time for Daddy and his friends. Ooh! We could draw a refurbish now and attack for 6. That would be cool. So we've got 2 refurbishes are gone, or is it 3 refurbishes are gone? 3 refurbishes are gone. So we have 4 good draws in the deck? That wasn't any of those good draws. That being said, now any untapped land's even a good draw. They do not have scavenging grounds. This is hostile desert. It's the one that becomes a 3/4. Alright, so I guess he's going to attack for 1,000,000. Yeah, no worries, no worries. So he's like just attacking with a bunch of things that I can't really do much about. Alright, well, we'll block you, and you, you, you. This thing has trample? Oh, good lord. I guess I have to kill that thing then, don't I? Do I have any good outs here? Yeah, I don't think I have an out at this point. Just all my things are dead? I don't know. I think I've been dead for many, many turns if he just swung out. Alright, I guess I get to keep one creature. That one creature's gonna look great. Chandra gets the ultimate next turn as well? Yeah, everything's coming up, Ray. They do have scavenging grounds. This doesn't seem like a going to go well. I'm still alive. We've locked up a pity chest. We don't care about this round. Yeah. Cataclysmic Gearhulk. Let's get some. That's not Cataclysmic Gearhulk. Alright. Let's get some. We need to refurbish and a Gearhulk now? That'd be hot. You know what those two cards are? Not a refurbish and a Gearhulk. Okay. Well, these seem fine versus him. I guess I'll get rid of some of the graveyard stuff if he's playing Hostile Desert. Some of the slower graveyard stuff? I don't know. Maybe we'll just get 9 mana and give him the business. Nah. I think this has to be fine versus him too. He's playing Glorybringers. Yeah, whatever. Alright. All we gotta do is lose real quick and we've got that treasure chest, boys. I mean, none of these cards do anything and I don't have any mana. I'm gonna mulligan that. Wow, it got worse. I'm gonna keep that. Mostly kept this because we had a scry. His deck seems kind of slow, so I thought if I hit lands on the first couple turns with the scry, we were fine. Well, we did not hit lands. We are not fine. Oh, the pain. Hey, we're back in it, boys. Land. Untap land? You're not an untap land. Onward. Onward to Lose Town we're going, friends. Thank a bunch of you like bots for following. I appreciate it, bots. Rip. Alright, that gives us a chance now, though. All we gotta do is, like, hit a land into a champion of wits that hits a land. Nope, nope, nope. We don't have any outs. Alderinis are going, friends. We didn't hit the damn land anyway. Alright. Well, we have a treasure chest to look at. Hopefully it'll be as good as all yesterday's treasure chests. Let's open one of these. Lantern of Insight might be worth like 50 cents. I don't know. Anyway, to battle again. More. This deck's fun. E-Price, Lantern of Insight. Yep, worth about 50 cents. I'm spot on with my analysis. I will play first. We'll try to read these bots' names again because I feel like I'm supposed to. JP0822, very good Magic player. So thank you for following Green Longhorn, Donald Trump's fake wig, Lucas is my name, Arzelia, Necro After Hours bot. So that guy's actually has bot in his name. Potato 0896, Renegade Asian 99, and Fuck You Silent Parliament, and Mathium. Well, again, lands. Thank you for following McBeast. We have a scry. I guess I'll keep this one with a scry. All we gotta do is hit the one land. That's not a land. Thank you for following It's Topher, Pat Haley, FCOSUZ. Good night, man. Christian Hetzel, Sailing Coat 5, Hoppin' Apple, Gnarl Quad, lands? Alright, that's lands. We'll take lands. Jaden is me. Art 4v1t. I have the shiny torch. Mac Deep 123. Shurex. Mr. Floppy Chicken. The Stygian Paradise. That's it. Sweet, I'm caught up. Oh god, no. Moto, stop it. We're trying to play Magic, Moto. Well, Ferret Feast and Arc Sue 123. Alright. Well, thank you, Moto. I thought our hand was very good. I guess I'll play first this time. This hand's much worse than the hand we just had. I think it's still a keep. This hand's much worse than the hand we just had. Anytime that happens, you might want to go up here and file for comp. I'll do it later, though. You guys don't want to watch me file for comp in the middle of a game. Yes, it was. The game bugged out. It's a fairly common bug. It's been around for ages. Still not happy about it. It kind of sucks right here that I really want to cycle this, but like I don't have 2 white mana for this. So like this and like that and like this, Rich Shea was posting about it again today. It normally only happens when you're playing versus opponents that are taking extra turns, but apparently it's becoming more and more of a common bug again. Jesus Christ, there's 5 people that followed since I started saying the names. I think you people just want to hear me say names. Thank you, last in man, last 10 man, gotcha. Yaya Moda, My Fair Lady, Steakoff, and Row for Vorpal. This hand might not have been a keep since we know what our opponent's playing now. Rip. Ooh. I take back all notions of rip. Doesn't seem great. I dare you to attack with your Crypt Breaker. If you do, apparently Cataclysmic Gearhulk is the bomb diggity in this match. I did in fact say the bomb bigamy. Yeah, it definitely seems beyond sweet. I'm having a pretty good amount of time playing it, but I'm not playing it particularly good. There's like a lot of little lines, and I don't think I'm doing any of the little lines right. I guess I just discard you and maybe one of you, but that guarantees my 5 lands. Yeah, just discard both of you. Red Rover, send that Relentless Dead on over. Oh, I was just kidding, fam. Don't do it. Oh, wait, you're attacking with that little dude? Oh, that little dude's getting chunk blocked before you get to go off with it. Okay. Well, we'll draw a card first. That card was not anything that we wanted to draw. What? Played a land on my screen. It went to the grave, and I can't tap it. This is not a good game to watch because we're riddled with moto bugs. Well, that's fun. Nope, there's nothing in the exile. It went to the revealed zone, I guess. That's the one we revealed earlier. So I can just block here. That's probably not worth blocking. It wouldn't let me play another land. I tried. My land's just invisible. So if we draw Cataclysmic and we had a land, we would have just won. I want my land. Well, we're just dead then. Does tapping them do anything? No? We're pretty dead anyway, I think. It's a little ridiculous, though. Little ridiculous. For those that are just now tuning in, we played a land and it went invisible. The game's restarted and everything. So, like, it's just a very buggy game. Cool. Doesn't even want to reload. On my computer, this reloading stuff's typically instant. Just not even let us back in the game then? Thanks, Moto, for being buggy. Like I said, this is instant on my computer. I never have this type. Alright, well, we're back. We can't play, but we're back. Well, this is fun. I'm sorry, stream. This nothing works. Oh, it's working now. Well, we got servos to try to block with. Probably dead anyway. We do have 4 Gearhulks in the deck though, and we can draw like a strategic planning and discard a Gearhulk. So like we're not just dead, but like this is obviously not good shape. Man, you're too good of a player to play these tacky swamps. Come on. Come on now. This is a salvation on that one. Yeah, salvation on that one. We'll prevent 7 damage and go down to practically lethal. But see, it's even worse than that. Like the Moto bug actually restarted the game. We were on like turn 6 and this entire game restarted and we got a much, much, much worse hand. But we still have outs to not be dead. That doesn't do it. It's just like marginally tilting, but it's fine. Don't care. They'll give me comp, so I don't really care if I lose after that. Actually takes a lot of pressure off of the league. I'm one of those people that I don't get mad when that happens. I just give me comp. I don't care. I don't know if I'm supposed to be taking these strategic plannings out, but Michael Jacobs' build that he played earlier only even has one strategic planning in it, so it's just a card that I've been defaulting to take out. This deck hasn't seemed very good versus these aggressive decks, though. That being said, there's not really aggressive decks at the Pro Tour. Thank you for following Jordy Mamba and Sugar Loafer and MJ McDonald. I apologize for like not having graphics or anything cool. So many people talked. Anyway, we'll play first. 1 land again. We're just getting mono 1 land draws and having the mulligan. 2 land, but we have this and 2 draw steps, and then we have this. I guess this is good enough. With the mulligan. Alright, we'll definitely put that on top. So this is going to be a pretty good hand this game, unless he has like transgressed a mind or something. Refurbishing this on turn 4 just seems sweet. Hopefully we get 2. Oh, he's playing the blue build. Interesting. He could have negates sideboarded in then. He's also not really going off right now, so I think this blue build's pretty good. I think the Scarab Gods give you what you need it to try to beat control decks. Yes. Yeah, hopefully it works out. So I guess I'm not going to block this turn because I have the same block next turn if I want. He had to transgress. That's fine. We can still draw another refurbish. And we still have this Angel of Invention. I guess I should have played the land first so I could press F6. I apologize that you guys also can't hear the music. I don't know why it broke and I don't know how to fix it. I'd like to thank you all again for following, especially the bots, because humans suck. Robots rule. Humans drool. Thank you for following Sparrow Lux and Alex with a bunch of numbers behind your name that I'm not going to say because I'm too much of a redneck. No, this is game 2. This is game 2. Willing to trade at this point. Took 2 extra damage than I needed last turn, but if he didn't have a way to stop us from getting this back, I could have kept my guy as well. Alright. Well, we'll just play this thing. And we get us some servos to do some blocking. We're hoping for no Dark Salvation. Well, it wasn't a Dark Salvation, so it could have been worse. If he attacks with the Relentless Dead, I'm going to double block. Just get it off the table while I can, once and for all. Ooh. I'm just going to go ahead and play it. I don't get the Angel, but I'm fine with just gaining the life and having a blocker. It represents 7 points of life gain like this, because it makes it hard for him to attack without having an additional removal spell. And if I draw a land on the following turn, I get to buy back the Champion of Wits anyway. So, well, an untapped land, of course. Gearhook's an amazing draw right now. Untapped land. Blue. Colorless. More blue because tapping for blue's funner than tapping for white. Do I want to draw 4? Why, yes. Hey, friend. What do we have in our graveyard right now? We have 3 creatures, so I'm just going to put these 2 in my graveyard. I can buy back the champion when I need to. That's 5 creatures. I can play the Gearhulk and kill my Limvala if I feel like it to get a 6th creature. Yeah, it is. It is, in fact, Gastio. 6 power, flying, haste, lifelink, vigilance. Yeah, champion is ridiculous. So, this is the best card in ours by a lot, in my opinion. And this God-Pharaoh's Gift is the funnest card by a lot in ours, I think. So we're in reasonably good shape here. If he doesn't have another Transgress or a way to stop this Cataclysmic Gearhook, we're going to get to do the Happy Dance. And doing the Happy Dance is my favoriteest dance. Rip. Don't actually even hate that much. Sure. Alright, well. Wait. Hi. How you guys doing? That was a play mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that was a play mistake. I could have played this and got one of these out of the graveyard. Yeah, that was a play mistake. I'm bad at Magic. I'm bad at magic. I guess I'll leave them both on defense then. No, we're attacking. There's no more leaving things on defense. Leaving things on defense ain't happening anymore. Got this little farmland here to like do things and stuffs. So he's exiling the Championowitz. That's reasonable. Gate to the Afterlife's gonna not be as good now. Yep, definitely played poorly last turn. So we don't have it in the graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to use it. So we don't have enough to do that and that. So I'm just gonna do this. Sure, I'll sacrifice that. Do you want to sacrifice it to its own ability? Why, yes I do. And we didn't hit what we wanted, but that's fine. I can attack for 8 here and refurbish the other Gearhulk. Gearhulk does work versus Zombaroos. And I'm just going to keep the 2 Gearhulks, so. I choose you and you, Grasshopper. We have 7 creatures in the graveyard right now as well, so we still get to do the God's Gift stuff. So that should be enough. This should bring in the concession. This is a good player. I highly doubt he's going to make me do it all. Yeah, I didn't think he'd make me do it all. He knew what was happening. But that seemed to work out. Alright, so just don't die quick. That's the rule. This deck's pretty fun. I am not playing it. I'm playing it like probably below medium. But I'm having fun. That's some of the biggest. Shoot, now more of you people followed. Stop it. Stop following me. Thank you for following Tora Magurin. Best recognized games. Omar Blaze. The Man JT71. Coach Zaja. Deziof. Pimsky and N Sandwich. I appreciate the follows. Who's playing Legacy? Appreciate the follows, even though the good majority of you are bots. N Sandwich is talking. We know he's not a bot, so we can actually thank him. So I guess we Mulliganwinskies? Yeah. I'll keep it. We've got a scry, we've got a 1-drop, we get champions if we get any land. So to the bottom we go. 56 viewers now. Oh, I watched most of the SCG today during the Commander event that I was getting absolutely wrecked in. Well, the mirror match is terrible, and Robbie just told you that he bought it, and I have it, and Gunner has it, And you know James is going to buy it. So you just ordered an unplayable deck, son. I don't think this stuff's going to go up. This deck's not tier 1, I don't think. Maybe I'm playing it too poorly to know, but I don't think this deck's tier 1. I could be wrong. Maybe it is. If people are playing this deck, I'm just going to go back to pummeling. I think I spent 12 to finish it. I owned... Actually, I spent more than I needed. I don't think it's a shitter. I think it's at least tier 2. I think it's at least tier 2. Well, if he doesn't have anything sweet, we get to try to do our sweet thing again. Alright, so we'll put you in the graveyard and you in the graveyard and try to do our sweet thing again. I'm going to try to chump block, get myself blown out by a removal spell or a double block. Well, the build I played had 3 Chandras in it, which on Modo, Chandras are like 28 tickets each. Wandering Fumaroles on Modo are like 10 or 11 bucks. Spire Left Canals are like 6 or 7 bucks. So like, it's not actually particularly cheap on Modo, but it's not terrible in paper. Yeah. What Corey said. We can go look and see basically what it costs for science. I'll look it up for the stream. Well, for the one guy asking in the stream, but he's a new follower. But that's not right at all. Meant to go to Goldfish, my bad. Riddle form. So this is the build that... Well, I didn't play this exact build, but I played a very, very similar build. No. Well, he had to transgress again for our sweet combo. That's kind of disappointing. Where's it at? Where's the second one at? Okay, here we go. I'm confused. Alright, so we played a similar build to this. On Modo, so there's about 215 on both of them. We didn't play the 4th Chandra, though. I don't know if I'm willing to let myself get blown out now. Yeah, I'm not willing to let myself get blown out now. I'm probably just going to deck and stone that thing and start attacking. I don't even think I'm going to deck and stone. I think I'm just going to do this to make sure to try to hit the land drop for next turn. Yes, we will draw 2, discard 2. Well, we hit what we wanted. Oh, we hit a lot of what we wanted. I think I want to keep both of these, don't I? Keeping both of those seems good. Did I have to get rid of one of my lands? We may never draw another land. Yeah, I'm fine with keeping both of those. This is a little greedy, but we have some chump blockers. Alright, well if you have playsets for all of those cards, the deck's exceedingly cheap in paper. How you doing tonight, Al? Did you guys get a bunch of, I think it's called turkeys in your line of work? Well, that's pretty strong. I gotta turn my music back on, by the way. So I can just block. Block seems fine. Get that guy off the table. Really need to draw like lands or like a refurbish or something. Well, there is in fact a land. We're going to get us some servos. I don't think I'm going to attack. I'm just going to hold everything for blockers in case he has like another Liliana's Mastery and no removal spell. He's not a bad player, so I don't think he would go too crazy with a Dark Salvation. The Riddle form deck's pretty fun too. They have like 56 people in here or something. That's a bunch for me. Different swamps. Really kind of need a Gear Hulk. Gear Hulk, refurbish. We have 4 cards in the graveyard, so like if he kills with the Angel and we block with the Wandering, even a God's Gift will do it. Sure. I'm willing to chump block with them all. Mostly because it puts a 6 creature in the graveyard. He's got a Fatal Push or something that wrecks us, but I gotta imagine he would have sideboarded out Fatal Pushes. We have plenty of draws. We have like 4, 7 great draws. Any untapped land's a good draw. So we still have seven just wonderful draws. Any untapped lands, again, a great draw. Could have Grasp or something the way he's doing this, but again, I'm just trying to save as much life as I can because we have just so many good cards. Yeah. Observe. Just another 4/4. Champion of Wits is beyond impressive. So we draw 4 cards, discard 2. We'll discard you, and we'll discard you. And now we have the Negate if he doesn't have a Negate. If he does have a Negate, that's a little sad. Still have 6 things in our graveyard. So that's pretty fun. The Champion of Wits were just way too good when people try to be controlling versus you. God, Champion of Wits is good. I'm not telling people to go buy them, but Gunnar mentioned the other day that he thinks Champion of Wits might still be a spec at $3. I told him he was wrong. But the more and more I play with the card, the more and more I don't understand why this isn't a $6 or $7 card. That being said, I'm still willing to sell mine at about $4. I'm probably not going to stream too. Are you going to be streaming your squad up later, Mr. Al? Al streams as well for anybody who cares. His stream is much less embarrassing than mine. He actually has an overlay and like bots that do work and stuff. He streams mostly first-person shooters like H1Z1 and PlayerUnknown Battleground. He also plays some League of Legends and stuff, but you don't want to watch him play League of Legends. He's kind of like bad at it, like real bad. Thank you for following Chadman3488. HFAFLP, McIronhorn, Latins the Great, Optiraptor. Appreciate it. I don't know. This is my theory. I think Champion of the Wits slots in Teamer Energy, slots in this deck, slots in blue-black zombies. I think it's in good versus the blue-red zombies deck. I think it's good in... I've seen some people having it in the blue-white monument deck. I actually think it's fine there as well. I will play first. Hey, we have lands this time, friends. We're going to snap keep our lands. We are so grateful to have our lands. I think this card's enabling. Like, this wouldn't be a deck if this wasn't a card. Blue-black zombies wouldn't be a deck if this wasn't a card. I think their control decks just the card's just so good. So we're versus some kind of blue-black deck. We'll pop that guy out. Probably just going to draw off my clue as opposed to playing the Wonder. Nah, I changed my mind. I'm going to play the Wonder. Because if he's playing like a Grixis control list, I can use the Wanderer to make sure the Champion of Wits resolves. And if he's playing like blue-black zombies, losing to 1 token's not that big of a deal. So 1 black for a Sinister Concoction. I think that card's pretty good right now too. Dave C's been playing a blue-black Haunted Dead Zombies Emerge deck and been talking about putting some of those in. Dave C's very good, by the way. You guys should go follow his stream if you don't. He's a much better player than me. He's at the Pro Tour right now, though, so he's not streaming this week. So what do we got? Do we have any fun cards? Well, we have 1 fun card. And then we have some lands. I guess we'll go ahead and put this one in the graveyard, and this one in the graveyard. I showed him the planes, so. Have you? Crit Breaker. So he's playing that deck. He's playing the deck that I was just kind of talking about. So this deck typically is playing Distended Mindbender over... Well, I guess I could have attacked prior to combat. Anyway, this deck's typically playing Distended Mindbender over the Emerge spell, so that's pretty good for us. The Elder Deep Fiend, EDF. Man, every time I say EDF, I feel like I'm talking about an erectile dysfunction drug. So you cut the Haunted Dead in his graveyard, which is right where he wants to be. And this is kind of right where we want to be. Hopefully he doesn't have a bunch of prized amalgams. 1 or 2's fine, but we definitely don't want him to have a lot. Cerberus and Attackaroo. No. EDM's probably fine though. Thanks for checking out the stream, Sirty Cert. I don't think I've saw you before. So he only had 1 prize amalgam, which is kind of cool, but there's another Scavenging Ooze over there. Guess I shouldn't press F6. He could have Dark Salvations or something that I want to like save my dudes from. He can start drawing cards now. A Falcon Wrath. So he doesn't have any great attacks. We still have a decent attack. Could get lucky and hit 4 creatures, but that's probably too greedy. Yeah, that's probably too greedy. I'm just going to do this turn. Ooh. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'm glad we didn't sack our land now. Can only attack with him because I don't want to just trade my angel for the other thing. Don't mind to trade this for his thing. Gets another creature in our graveyard, lets us loot 2. And gives us 2 life. Yes, we will loot. You go to the graveyard. And I guess you also go to the graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I should have kept the angel, I guess. Yeah, keeping the angel is probably right here. Feel like I just made a fairly decent mistake. Feel like I should have kept the angel. It should be pretty easy for us to get another creature in the graveyard if we feel like it. So keeping the angel is probably right. Yeah, I don't like how I played that turn. It's going to work out, but I don't like how I played it. I had 5, so yeah. Well, I had 5 when I put the angel in, so it's okay. I'll just play this. I think it's better to play this than the gamble because I could miss on 4 hits. Now I get to bring the angel back. I'm going to make it giant. He doesn't have a block for either of my flyers, and I'm going to attack for a lot in the air. Actually, the more I think about it, keeping the angel was discarding the angel was right because I would have only had 4 creatures if I hadn't discarded the angel. So I'm giving the 1/1 counters and attack for 10 lifelink in the air. And am I going to attack with any of these guys? They kill things, right? Just attack with everything. Let my opponent figure it out. He's got to block everything, pretty much. Yeah, even if we didn't have the top deck land with 5 creatures in our graveyard, this gave us 4 chances to hit one, and this deck's got 23 creatures in it, so we were a massive favorite of hitting the 6th. But that just made it simple. So we still have both of our flyers. We can actually eternalize the Champion of Wits and bring back a Mausoleum Wanderer on the following turn to get another flying threat. So I can't think of any ways he's going to win this game, but I don't want to say there's none because there's all sorts of cards in Magic that I don't know about. Don't think this wins the game. Obviously it's good for him, but I don't think it wins the game. Yeah, we're at 31 laughs, and we can just keep doing this stuff over and over. So he's going to make me sack these things. So I sack 3 things. Just put stuff in our graveyard. I'm assuming we have 6 now. What do we have? 1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 now. And for some reason, this is not legendary, so. I have no idea why that's not legendary. Better chance to put more good creatures in our graveyard. So we get to go get a bunch of things here. We'll take the big. Anyway, so we'll take this thing. 1/1s. We'll take this fly thingy, and that's lethal. And we'll take just a Fraven Inspector to save time. Oh no, I guess we won't take the Fraven Inspector to save time. Yeah, take the Fraven Inspector to save time. That way I don't have to deal with triggers, but like, it's 3 lethal attackers, so he's dead. Oh, he was dead on board. Like, I had 3 lethal attackers, so there wasn't any reason to even want to get a champions back. I shouldn't even have played there for hub, it just wasted time. But like, he's tapped out, and I knew I was attacking with 15 power with 3 different 5s. Anyway, one of the interesting things about this deck that's kind of cool, if you noticed, the only cards in this deck that rotate from the main deck are these and like some lands. So like this at rotation could still be a deck going forward. Anyway, so he's playing a graveyard synergy type thing. So I guess I'm gonna pull in all of this stuff. I'm gonna cut the strategic plannings. I've cut them every game, even though I actually think they're good. I don't know why I'm cutting them so much. And he didn't show me a whole lot of things to use the Wanderers on, so I guess I'll dump a couple of them too. Still have 21 creatures. I need to make sure I have enough God-Pharaoh's Gifts. I don't think God-Pharaoh's Gifts the type of card that'll ever be worth money, but I still want it. I think this hand's weak, but it's good enough to keep. The Declaration Stone's really what makes it good enough to keep, I think. Oh wow, well the Deccan Stone's gonna be fantastic, family. That was a play mistake. I should have played the Inuit River. Whoopsie, I'm not very smart. Well, he's not doing anything, so I guess I'll just do this one. That way if I chump block on later turns, I can loot. The opponent's not really doing anything. I'll play this thing. Our opponent's name is Timmy Trun, by the way. I like his name. Oh, for the new people here, especially all of you bots, below is a link to my Twitter, and on my Twitter, I post every deck list I play and every time I go live, so Twitter is lit, fam. Also kind of like argue with people and comment on a lot of stuff, and I'm constantly emo, so. Native American lands? Well. Guess I'm gonna play this one. Yeah, I can attack if I play this one. Servos! Onward, Fraven Inspector, go get us some. The little Fraven Inspector who could. Choo choo! That's just rude. Alright, I'm gonna kill your fly thingy then. And I get to... Wait. I said okay, like a million times. Why will you not just let me do my thing? Yes, I would like to loot. Uh, I choose. I have less life than them. No, I'm getting ready to gain a life though, so I choose to put you in the graveyard. I said you. Come on. Come on, Moto. Come on, Moto fam. Why are you being like this, though, Daddy Ray? Dizzle Daddle. Old Johnny. I don't really care if he keeps just, like, doing stuff. I can't imagine anything that I care about in this match. I gotta be honest. Once I have God-Pharaoh's gift, I don't think there's anything in this match that I care about at all. I could be very wrong about that. I think I can play about as suboptimally as possible and not really lose here unless, like, he is an Elder Deep Fiend list. He's an Elder Deep Fiend list, I can see ways to lose. Are you an Elder Deep Fiend list, fam? He is an Elder Deep Fiend list. Well, I'll be. What are you targeting then? Ah, he chose correctly. Alright, you got me. We are who we are. He did not buy back Haunted Dead that turn. Interesting. But Haunted Dead was so friendly. Haunted Dead wanted to come play. Sure. And the game's restarting. Because he had a Haunted Dead in his graveyard and he could bring back the Haunted Dead and block with the 1/1 spirit. Cool. Well, that's the second time Motos did this today because Moto is buggy. But yeah, I didn't want it to die to just a 1/1 spirit. And I hear some ferocious thunders outside. So if I go offline, you guys know why. Because there's a big storm. Yeah, this is Moto's restarted twice with this deck. Just Moto doesn't like this deck. There's too much to think about, I guess. I don't have any idea. It's a little frustrating. It's the second time we've had this bug tonight. It's not on my end either. It is the game. I have no idea. I have not lost a match yet. We can just log back on and it'll work. We may have to replay the entire game though. Hopefully we don't. Sometimes the game fixes itself. Yep, the game fixed itself this time. So that's fortunate. Earlier today it did not fix itself. Anyway, so it's my upkeep. Does he have another? Apparently my connection is SOL. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Let's see if I'm still connected to the internet. Yep, I'm still connected to the internet. Well, I don't know what's going on here then. Alright, I guess it was on his end that time. Well, there's a refurbish. Gonna start with this. What do we get? Nothing that we want, still only 2 creatures. He could have a negate, but that's fine. If he has a negate, we get to try to refurbish it on the following turn. Sure. Well, that's our turn. So he needs another negate or like some kind of transgress or something to stop this refurbish. Oh wow, yeah, that thunder's bad. I might log off after this match. Unfortunately. I'd like to keep playing, but the power's probably gonna go off. I don't want to lose a match because the power's going off or whatever. Let's start with this. So we have 2 creatures in the graveyard. Even searches your hand if you want. Well, those were good draws here, I think. I guess I'm going to discard this and this because there's some chance I want to hardcast that. We'll go ahead and get the gifts. Hope to refurbish resolves. It may not. Well, we'll target ourselves before we use the God-Pharaoh's gift with this. And maybe we'll get a better target. Probably just going to get this guy and do some more searching. Or more milling, rather. So we have... Yes. What do we want? Oh, wow. Put those 2 in the graveyard. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things in the graveyard. Oh, I forgot to attack. Sorry. Trying to play too fast right now. Apologize, guys. I apologize. I'm just trying to go through my phases way too fast. Trying to get this over with because the storm's rolling in. And we live in a very tree area and the internet could be going out. He's had this Haunted Dead in his graveyard. And I didn't want him to be able to get a 1/1 spirit and just block it. So that's why I've not been attacking with the Angel. Like he had a 3 block with this spirit the whole time. So I can beat Westvale Abbey. I have double of these things. But I've not been attacking with the Angel because I didn't want to die to the West, or didn't want to die to the Spirit. I mean, it could. I don't. It's probably fine there. It won. It won the Magic Online Pro Tour Pro Tour qualifier yesterday, and Magic Online Pro Tour qualifiers are very, very hard. So if it can win that, you just have to get the right field. I imagine it destroys the blue-white monument decks. So, but like decks will adjust. People play dispossesses. There'll be more abrades, things of that nature. So, we'll go ahead and put that one in the graveyard. So I can still hardcast this if I want to. Thank you for following JF Alex, Lemon 12345, Mint Noir, Vardus DCC, It's Not Her, Rosie 1566, Blitz 9628, Zeta Formification, Artie Mandy, uh, Thomas Sadone. Yeah, there's like 40 people that just followed. I'm just assuming most of you people are bots at this point. So I'm definitely going to block here, and I can't block the flyer, so that's fine. I'm just going to play the, sure. God-Pharaoh gift to the graveyard's pretty easy. I kind of just want to cast this, even though I lose one of these. But I think it's fine to get rid of his board in this board state. Fair enough, fair enough. I think it's fine just to kill his stuff. I don't need the second God's gift, I don't think. So we'll keep this and this. This should be game, I guess. Yeah, it is storming bad outside. I'm definitely going to log out after this game. Which I apologize. I normally stream to about 6 a.m. I'm going to cast the Declaration in Stone on whatever card he leaves behind, or I'm going to cast the Crook of the Condemned this turn. So I don't really need to mill. I have everything I want in my graveyard already. Sure. So he's going to transform that and make it bigger. Sacrifice 3 creatures. Sacrifice you, you, and you. Mill. Discard you. Keep you, keep you. Done. So he's only getting one card with his next draw step, so I'm not worried about him getting a crook. I'm going to play the crook. Crap. That was not what I meant to do, but that's fine. I meant to play the crook, but like I said, I'm just trying to rush and I'm not super focused at the moment. I'm just trying to get this game over with because of the massive storm. That should be enough to just beat anything. So we're going to get another God's Gift next turn. And then we'll have a Declaration in Stone if he gets anything relevant. I should have used the Crook though last turn instead of giving him the Clue because now he can buy back the Haunted Dead. I don't think it matters, but like it was still a play mistake. Yeah, it was still a play mistake. He's dead on board, doesn't matter, but it was still a play mistake. So play this thing. Use this thing. Yes. The one in my library, I guess. Declaration as blocker. Play this just in case. Play this just in case. And we'll get back Angel of Invention. 1/1 counters. Angel Invention. 1/1 counters. And attack for like a million. Alright, well anyway, I want to apologize for cutting the stream early. We went 5 and 2 with the deck. It seems a little weak to aggro. It's probably not good versus Pummeler. We didn't get paired versus any Blue Hulk control decks. The deck's pretty fun. If the storm passes over pretty quickly, I'll log back on. but it's just not worth it to play with the storm like this is. So I apologize. If you want to see the earlier matches, like there'll be VOGs up. 27 like a million, yeah. If you want to see the earlier matches, they'll be in the video today. Like you can go watch the past replay and you can see all 7 matches we played and how poorly I played. But if the storm passes over, I'll be back. If you guys care, follow. I try to stream practically every night. Also, you can follow on my Twitter and my or there's a link to my Twitter down below that you can follow if you feel like it. And on my Twitter, all the deck lists are posted and when I go live. But anyway, I'm sorry to cut it short. I'm going to see if there's anybody that's hostable, and then I'm going to log out. Because it is thundering something fierce outside. So let's see who we want to host. He's playing limited. I'm not hosting somebody playing limited. That's a rule. That guy's playing Eldrazi in Modern. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm gonna host the Eldrazi in Modern guy. Actually, I'm gonna host the Blue White Monument guy. I'm gonna host the standard player. So, host. I'm sorry to leave like this, guys. I really don't want to leave. I would like to play Magic all of the night. Army 8-5 and later.